Knife crime. Let's talk about it. What is knife crime? Knife crime is simply any crime that involves a knife. This includes carrying a knife or trying to buy one if you're under 18, threatening someone with a knife, carrying a knife that is banned, a murder where the victim was stabbed with a knife, and a robbery or burglary where the thieves carried a knife for no lawful reason. But why do people carry knives? Is it because of gangs? Although this can be a reason why someone may carry a knife, police estimate that 75% of people carrying knives have no connection to gangs. There are two main reasons why people carry knives: criminal activity and self-defense. As for criminal activity, this includes not only just gang-related crimes, but any crime committed that involves a knife, such as murder, attempted murder, robbery, burglary. A gang could have nothing to do with a particular crime, or everything to do with it, but either way it's still illegal. Self-defense is a more common reason that people use when carrying knives, and there are two forms of self-defense: visual self-defense and physical self-defense. Some people may only carry the knife to try and scare someone off, which would be visual self-defense, and others may use it to inflict wounds on the attacker, but not death, which would be physical self-defense. People who carry a knife for self-defense purposes may think they're safer, but around 7 out of 10 young people who ended up in A&E due to a stabbing have been stabbed by their own knife. Also, if you're caught by police with a knife, you could face a £5,000 fine and 4 years in prison, even if you don't use it. Let's go more into the laws on knives. The laws on knives says that it is illegal for anyone, including a shop, to sell a knife of any kind to anyone under the age of 18, which includes cutlery and kitchen knives. If you're under 18, it's illegal to buy most types of knives. Anyone over 10 can be charged and taken to court if they are caught with an illegal knife, even if it's the first time they've been stopped by the police. If you're caught carrying a knife, you could receive a community sentence, a fine, or imprisoned. You could be searched at any time if a police officer believes with reasonable suspicion that you may be carrying a knife, and even if you're carrying a knife that you're legally allowed to, like a penknife with a blade that's shorter than 3 inches, it becomes illegal if you use it as a weapon to threaten or to harm anybody. The maximum sentence for carrying a knife illegally is 4 years in prison and an unlimited fine. If you injure someone or use a knife to commit a crime, the penalties would increase. But it's not only knives. The law for knife crime falls under the Offensive Weapons Act, and there are 3 types of offensive weapons: a weapon made for causing injury to a person, such as a flick knife, butterfly knives, shurikens; a weapon not made for that purpose but adapted for it, which would be something like a broken bottle; and a weapon neither made nor adapted to injure, but one which is intended by the person to be used to injure someone, such as a lawful penknife could be used to injure someone if the person really wanted to. Here are some statistics. A recent police recorded crime figures published by the ONS showed a 2% increase in the number of knife and offensive weapons offences recorded from 35,146 in the year ending March 2019 to 35,815 in the year ending March 2020. The year 2019 to 20 was the highest recorded level of knife crime in the past 10 years, and the group of people most affected by this were aged 18 to 24 males. Due to lockdown, these figures have fallen, but knife crime is still a problem even during lockdown. So what should you do? Well, if you own a knife and you want to dispose of it, there will be knife bins in set locations in your area. Research to find the area or ask an adult to help you find the location of a knife bin so you can safely dispose of the knife. If you know of anyone who carries a knife for self-defense, then share this video for them, and if someone you know carries a knife for criminal activity, then definitely report them to the police immediately. Thank you for listening.